This is Chris Palme. I'm at the KeyBank Center for tonight's matchup between the 2-6 Albany Firewolves and the 5-0 Buffalo Bandits in a rematch of last year's National Lacrosse League Finals. And I have a special guest here tonight, Steve Bermel, the color analyst for the Buffalo Bandits. And Steve's going to talk to us a little bit about the Bandits Firewolves matchup tonight at 7:30 here at the KeyBank Center. Hey Steve, how you doing? How's everything going?
Doing well, Chris. Good to see you again.
Thank you so much, Steve. Thoughts on tonight's opponents, the Albany Firewolves, who are 2-6 this year so far?
Yeah, struggling a little bit, especially after making the finals last year. A little banged up by injury, right? That's definitely affecting them. But ultimately, I think they've been struggling in goal a little bit. And Doug Jamieson, we know what a great goaltender he is. And I think that, he definitely is a guy that can figure it out. And if he does, if he can be the backbone, the backstop of that team, I think that they can find a path to the playoffs. But for the Firewolves, their schedule's not getting any easier, beginning with visiting Buffalo tonight. They're going to have to figure some things out to get themselves back in the playoff mix. I don't think they expected to be 2-6 at this point of the year.
Besides Jamieson, who are some Firewolves to keep an eye out tonight for our Bandit fans?
Yeah, you got Ty Kurtz and Alex Simmons, right? The dynamic duo, both rookies last year, had a real good rookie campaign, and they're out to a hot start again this year. But then, of course, we have to highlight Dyson Williams, right? Tucker Out Lymphoma Night, 11th annual game, celebrating the life of Tucker Williams and Dyson, designing the jerseys that have been worn for every game, I believe, including tonight. So it'll be awesome to see Dyson Williams out there in such a special game for the Firewolves.
Thoughts on the Buffalo Bandits 5-0 start and last week's win over the Philadelphia Wings 19-14?
Yeah, been a disjointed schedule for the Bandits, right? Have a bye week, play a game, have a bye week, play 2 games, have a bye week. They'll have another bye week next week after this Albany game, and then 12 straight, running right through the gamut without a bye week, including some back-to-back. So a great start for them. They've been playing very well, and they've had dominant stretches of play. I think about the 5-1 lead that they opened up against Ottawa, and 2 weeks ago in this building, had a huge first half, opened up, a 10-1 lead against Philadelphia or something like that. The Wings made a push in the second half, made it a 3-goal game, but ultimately the Bandits have used some really big runs to either take the lead or to kind of dominate their opponents a little bit. So if Albany's not careful, if the Bandits get out to a quick start again, they could be behind the 8 ball early in this one.
Just some quick keys to a Bandits win tonight.
So kind of what we just said, right? Having it be a quick start for Buffalo, taking advantage of some of the injuries on Albany's back end, taking advantage in transition, and then ultimately Matt Vince has to be better than Doug Jamieson, right? Because if Doug Jamieson gets hot, he can steal a game, but so can Matt Vince. So, Buffalo's got to come out hot and ultimately have their goaltender play the way that he's played all year, and it's gotten them out to a 5-0 start.
Any concerns about the 14 goals against the Philadelphia Wings? Like they should tighten it up a little bit tonight?
I think a lot of that, Chris, was the state that the game was in, right? Philly's desperate, they're pushing hard, and Buffalo having such a big lead maybe took their foot off the gas a little bit. A 60-minute effort is needed to win in this league, even if you have an 8-goal lead, because if you take your foot off the gas, they're going to, your opposition is going to catch up in a hurry. We even saw Josh Byrne kind of look off some shots once he had 7 goals. He told me, just trying to facilitate a little more. And the reality was he had some good looks. And maybe if he'd have kept shooting, he might have gotten 10 goals to tie the record. But ultimately, I think it was more a result of the Bandits kind of backing off a little, Chris, more so than a concerning situation. So.
And finally, where can Bandit land listen to the game or watch it tonight here in Buffalo?
Yeah, we're on the flagship WGR Sports Radio 550, CW23, and ESPN+.
And what time is pregame tonight?
Pregame on TV starts at 7:30. Face-off 7:32. Pregame radio will start at 7 o'clock on WGR Sports Radio 550.
All right, Steve. Thank you so much for doing this. Have a great game.
Thanks, Chris.